Hey everyone, welcome back to another exciting episode of Attack on Production. Today I, Bancroft, am being joined by Fluff and Jake today.
Hey guys.
What's up?
There, I gave Fluff the moment and Jake the moment this time to speak before I continue talking. You guys are happy about that?
I learned.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice.
It was really kind of you.
If you guys are not familiar by this point, Jake is from TCGNN. Check the channel out. We do podcasts with them. The link to their page is actually down below in the description. Also, their link will be at the very end of this video. Kind of a little button you could click and just go to the thing. Pretty cool.
Make sure to show them some. They need it.
So before we get into this video, as you all can tell, it is a mirror match, which we've had Gotenks mirror matches before. I mean, that's because the leader is so versatile to so many different things you could do. And in this case, Fluff, you're running a kind of like a blue-yellow control, where Jake is running, I think, pure yellow Height of Mastery.
Yep. Mono yellow.
Which I've seen both these.
Yeah. Oddly enough, we have the same sleeves too. I was just about.
You guys do. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
But my mind went blank for a quick moment. It's all good. I've seen both. Oh, go on.
I just want to say, Jake, Jimmy, and myself will do this often, where like Jimmy or Jake will come up to me, or I'll come up to them, and I'm like, or one of us are like, dude, guess what? We just put the dopest deck together. And I'm like, oh, I've been testing something real cool too. And then, bam, both of us are playing Gotenks. Or bam, both of us are playing Kid Ku. Or bam, both of us are playing Baby. Like, it just happens all the time.
Great minds, man.
It's not a bad thing. It's a good way to kind of like what's the correct word? To bounce things off each other when you're playing it. You see the leader in a different perspective most of the times by those type of duels, which is pretty nice.
Yep.
But before I step away and let you guys kind of take care of this whole commentary part, if you haven't already, hit that like, subscribe button down below. Let us know you're here by clicking that notification bell as well, so you know when we're making more videos for you to comment on. And when it comes to comments, put anything in the comments that we happen to miss while going over the duel, such as misplays, because it helps us be better players to better show you all a video. Also, put something in the comments that you want to see us potentially go over or even do. That's about it on my part. I will chime in when I feel like I need to. So you guys take it away.
Yep.
All right. So it was pretty basic turn one for both of us. I go to establish the chain, and Fluff does the classic multicolor charge pass.
It's the most exciting turn in Yu-Gi-Oh! Just telling you. Like, charge pass. So I just want to preface before we get into this video. The thing that I hate about playing Gotenks is forgetting his auto when your opponent activates an extra. I just, like, make sure you're catching those autos. I think we both ended up missing it at this point. And the last time I actually played this deck, I missed it as well. So it's just really easy. But.
And it's a timing that doesn't come up in Dragon Ball often, so it's easy to miss.
Yes, very easy to miss. My turn to just establish some pressure with an 8. I think you ended up comboing out of it, if I'm not mistaken. I KO'd your battle.
Yeah, you this entire game, spoilers, you do a pretty good job of keeping me from establishing the chain.
Yeah, I'm pretty well aware of what, the Height of Mastery chain is going to end up doing. And just trying to protect from that, prevent it, prepare for it. I did open kind of aggressive with that ape. If I'm not mistaken, I've got another ape. And I'm just kind of trying to figure out what's best to sequence here. Like, I'm thinking about dropping the Gotenks if I have all the pieces. I don't think I had all the pieces at this point. So charge unison.
Yeah.
At this point, so what was the... So let's talk a little bit about you putting Height of Mastery Gotenks together. What was the thought process in getting that going?
Well, he's very similar to the Yellow Broly leader, which was a very successful shell for the Height of Mastery engine to go in. And combined with a lot of the new ape cards from the anniversary box, I thought it made for a an interesting brew, really.
Yeah. I I just love how generic and flexible this leader. Like you can actually put an engine in it, like you did, Height of Mastery, swap lineage, or just good yellow or good blue yellow, which was the way that I decided to go. My newfound love for blue yellow.
And it's uh I think it's heightened by the fact that generic leaders are becoming more and more rare in the Dragon Ball game. Uh, the surge leaders, for the most part, at least the readily available ones, have been errata. Um, Broly has been errata, the aforementioned, and it seems like uh, Gotenks is finally the power level they want in a generic leader while still supporting a theme.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and you're really cracking my skull here. Double apes, unison already established. My turn two was rough because I had really no play. I just swung with the leader and passed.
Yeah.
At this point, my goal is to try and do something defensive on your turn, and hopefully with the extra energy, uh, be able to make a play on the crackback.
Right. I'm afraid of giving you resources here, but I know that I'm just going to have to try to combo you out or make you waste resources. So I was extremely happy when I saw you awaken.
Yeah.
Because it just kind of limited your energy. Yeah, you get to tap down my 8, but you essentially just lost 2 energy worth. I was extremely happy to see you awaken at that.
Yeah, I lose 2 energy offensively and gain 2 defensive energy, which, like, judging by your life total, might have been the wrong call here, but I was so worried because I have no chain established and my life total is low as well, considering your board state.
And see here, you Nimbus, I forgot to activate effect, and
Yep.
I think I catch this one. I know there's another one that I miss, or this is the one that I miss. I can't remember.
Yeah, it looks like you're catching it here, and I go ahead and, like any friend would, and give you your draw.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Because,
it wasn't anything helpful. It was just a Champa.
Oh well.
So,
Champa's pretty helpful, you know.
Yeah. That's a card that I can't decide if I want to keep in this build or not.
I keep taking it out and putting it back myself.
Yeah, it's like when I have it, I don't want it, and then when I don't see it or I know it's not in the deck, I'm like, God, I wish this was in the deck.
I have 1 energy. If only I had Champa.
Yeah. I'm constantly going.
So here it's just War of the Gargantuans. If you've ever sing that Toho movie, apes fighting apes.
Yes, it's a classic.
I'm just trying to live. Comboing off the Gohans, it's quite clear to me at this point that there is no hope of winning through Height of Mastery, but my deck does have other win cons, so I don't think I'm out just yet.
Yeah.
Things are looking brighter, your board's getting more clear by the swing, and
I was really expecting you to tap 3 to play Path to Greatness to set up the Height of Mastery the next play.
I think the problem with that play is it's quite slow considering what's happening in the game around it. I only get the draw value from Height of Mastery, and with no additional energy, what I can do with that card is limited. If you had had another active mode battle card, I might have considered it and just kept swinging.
Yeah.
But looks like here I'm just trying to get blockers on the board. Unfortunately, this game I saw none of my 4 Planet Vegetas, which really help in this deck.
So here, I'm considering comboing to a rival Bojack, the blocker Bojack. And I was like, it's going to be really weird. The ape is going to come into active mode after the Bojack is played. I'm not going to get the tap on it. It doesn't do me a lot of good, but I've got the counterplay. So I decided to just do that instead.
It's a much cleaner play, if you ask me.
And honestly, I'm surprised that you didn't see Planet Vegeta. With as much as these leaders draw, you generally will see cards that you run 4 of. Like in this game, I had 3 of my 4 Abuni in hand.
Yeah, and you comboed one of them off there, which should have signaled to me to keep a Nimbus, but there's one hanging out in my energy area like it's no big deal.
Yeah. I actually had, I comboed 2 off, and I still had 1 in hand. I just didn't feel like I was going to need more than 1 Abuni to apply pressure. I really like where I'm sitting here now. I'm expecting that you've got a Nimbus since you charged a Nimbus.
I think I only run 2 in this list, and there's 1 in the drop area. So you're in the clear, buddy.
Yep. I'm just expecting it. So
maybe there's a third, but I want to say I only own 2 anniversary box Nimbuses, and there they both are. You can see them both on camera right now.
Yep. And so right now I'm wanting to go into the Gotenks play to put on pressure, but I don't have enough yellow targets to do Gogeta's effect. And I think if I have to discard yellow targets, I'm discarding like a Bojack, a super combo, release from evil, like incredibly valuable cards that I just don't want to give up.
I thought you were going for the -4, honestly.
Yeah, it just wouldn't have helped at this point. I know that you run apes. If you chose to not tap another energy at all this turn, you're going to be at full energy.
Right.
So,
but
I was trying to bait that tap.
Yeah.
If it could happen.
That's what I was about to say. I was going to say, if I was in your shoes, I would apply pressure. And if I tap another energy, then do the -4. But I don't know. An extra 15k of pressure on the board is nothing to sneeze at either in your situation.
Right.
And a very gross Vegeta's Final Flash. Unfortunately, it's one of the only plays I had. Because I know the Gotenks is coming, I want to keep other negates in my hand that are higher value.
Yeah. And see there, I missed the Final Flash. Didn't catch that one. I, for some reason, perceived that to be like a battle card.
Yeah.
That's my fault. I don't think I catch this one. I think I noticed it like way later after things have super changed.
Maybe it's the beautiful grayscale that throws you off.
Could be. Absolutely could be.
Most extra cards aren't that excitingly depicted.
So I don't keep tokens on me. Maybe it's something that I should do, but I'm like, Bancroft stuff is sitting right there.
Just hand me some of Bancroft's cards.
Yeah, just,
we have a couple pages in the binders of just straight up tokens, right?
Yeah, but we didn't have
sleeves are.
Yeah, those are dope sleeves. Like those could be anyone. Those could be Gokus or Gohans or bald people.
I'm gonna mute my mic again.
Okay.
So, this is terrifying. Obuni, 3 tokens. Obuni is so versatile because the tokens have combo power. You can swing with Obuni, combo them all, swing 1 token at a time. There's just so many different ways you can modulate your attacks with this. It looks like you opt to keep clearing the board. Just play it safe.
Yeah. When I activated main on Obuni's effect, I did not hit a battle card. So I don't get the energy restand. So I'm like, crap. If you've got some crazy play going on, I'm going to be stuck with the defenses in my hand. And like, as you can see, like there's a Sensu Bean Champa. I think I've got a super combo, but one of them's the Arrival Bardock or Bojack, sorry. So I just have to kind of play it cool and utilize and play as defensively as possible here.
And something I want to point out, I can kind of see a Zamasu super combo peeking out of your hand here. And knowing that you run those and knowing you're in blue-yellow, even though I give you 2 cards with the Ape Swing, I should probably swing with the Apes first.
Well, if you had swung with the Apes first, I would have 100% rested your leader.
Right.
to keep you from getting into access.
Keeps me from getting into further cards, but I just mean like if I want to close the game here, saying assuming you don't have a blocker, I think it's better to swing double strike before single.
Yeah. And real quick, correct me if I'm not wrong. Fluff, you've learned your lesson, right? You have no blue energy, correct?
I have no blue energy.
Okay.
Well, I have yellow-blue energy, but no mono-blue energy.
That's fine. Yes. Your unison, if all your energy is tapped, your leader's supposed to have a plus 5,000 power.
Yep.
He swung at you. I didn't see him combo a card, and you took the life.
Right. I'm still at 10,000. The card that he swung with was 20.
No, he swung leader to lead, I thought.
Was it lead to lead?
Yeah.
I thought he comboed one. I'm honestly...
I'm just calling you out just in case.
Sure.
Slight misplay, but I don't think it affects the game that much.
No.
Speaking of which, this will be the first duel with the new template on it as well.
Yeah, well... all that super high power level.
Speaking of new template, the one that you guys currently are seeing on the sides.
Yes.
That template.
Yes.
It's like War of the Gargantuas in HD.
Yeah. Bancroft did an amazing job on them. Everyone appreciate them. So yeah, here I'm just trying to resource out. I wasn't super worried about, taking a little bit of life. I'm at 3. I wasn't worried about height of mastery, really. I'm more worried about your clap back here.
And that's really my only hope to close out this game.
Yeah, drew the 4th of Booney, drew a Trunks. Which is kind of perfect, but now I have like the tough decision of what to do with to get the Gotenks on. Because like there's not great cards to discard to get that effect off. I was happy to see the battle card on a Booney, so I can tap out freely here. I think I didn't charge up to 5, so I kept myself at 4. I know I don't need more than 4 energy in this.
Perhaps
do you remember why you shuffled?
Play here. I'm pretty sure Obuni specifies to shuffle after. Oh, really?
It's just you reveal the top card of the deck. If it's a battle card, start your opponent's next main phase.
Oh, I know why I shuffled. Because of the Ginyu ruling. If a card gets flipped from the top of your deck, and even if it doesn't say shuffle, if the card doesn't go to your hand or like come to the discard or energy or whatever, it gets your deck gets shuffled. So like when you swing with Ginyu and flip the top card and it's not a Ginyu, you shuffle your deck and then draw a card.
Yeah. It's kind of a weird precedence that they've decided to set. Yeah.
Is that for all cards in this case, or just the Ginyu one?
Apparently it's everything.
Okay.
It's any card that would cause you to reveal the top card of the deck. If that card's not added, then the deck gets shuffled. I do not believe that's intended interaction, but everything that I've seen and points to suggests that.
Let us know in the comments if that's wrong by any means, because that is something that Bandai had came out. It was Bandai, right?
It was in the recent rulebook update they did.
Yeah.
Okay, I must have missed that then.
Yeah, I was actually playing with a guy on Untap. I was testing Ginyu for our Set 10 event, and I just drew a card after I revealed it to him, and he was like, "You don't do that." I was like, "Well, Ginyu doesn't say to shuffle," and he linked me the passage in the rule book where it specifies to do it. I was like, "Geez, okay, dude, it's just an Untap game."
Really interesting. I wonder if on Set 1 they knew they were going to have cards like Unison. Because Sensu Bean, unlike a lot of earlier cards, does not specifically point out battle and leader cards. It just says cards. So,
and I missed both of those beans for my leader. Yeah, I think actually in the game when you played Sensu Bean and specified your unison, I said, "Can you do that?"
Yeah, and that's like you saw me pick up the card and read it just to verify. But yeah, it says one of your cards gains 5,000.
Maybe it's an oversight, but it's one that benefits the bean, the all-powerful bean.
Yeah. So here I'm like, okay, I've put on pressure, gonna do this, see what we can do here to get my draw 2 on that. I wish I had have been in a better place to do that before I swung with the leader, but I was digging for pieces without having to discard super combos. So
from my side of the table, I'm like, Fluff's having mercy. He's gonna dirtle around a little bit before he goes in for the kill.
yeah,
I guess because I know what's in my hand.
yeah, which I don't know. I'm time magic, which is perfectly good, and I don't know that like sparking the time magic was the right choice there.
PSA. This is a play I have pulled a couple of times in my career, sparking and going to 1 life. It hasn't worked out for me very much.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
1 life is not a comfortable place to be. Because now I have 3 tokens to swing with.
There's just so much pressure at this point. I never got to establish the chain. I run 8 cards in this deck that allow me to toolbox through it in 4 copies of Planet Vegeta and 4 copies of Successor of Hope, and saw none of them.
Yeah,
it's a rough game.
You essentially bricked. You did have the apes. The apes, helped a whole lot. They helped prolong the life of the game. But I felt in control most of this game.
Oh yeah. And that is the problem with decks that require multiple pieces. And that's why cards like Obuni are so strong, because Obuni is always good. Yeah. Unless you're getting completely crammed on offense. And even still, he comes with 1,500 extra combo power. So
at least, yeah. And here, I'm just going to go in, and I think while I'm comboing, you're counting up in your hand.
Yep.
I combo out. I'm going to pay 1 to play the Bojack Aegis card. And you're like, that's game.
Yeah.
GG's.
You have another swing, even if I can combo out. So, yeah, you've got it. Yeah. But, again, the Height of Mastery pieces by themselves are pretty weak cards. Yeah. So you're really relying on the toolbox aspect of the deck, the apes, and your counterplays to really provide the threat while you sneakily establish the chain in the background.
Yep. And given the state of counterplays in the game right now, I don't think Height of Mastery is as good as he was before. And I'm hearing people now like, but wait, he's got deflect. Yeah, he does have deflect, but the Vegeta that gets played for free is a blocker. Yeah. There's all kinds of, we've got Release from Evil, which turns him off, so you don't have to have an active energy for that.
Yeah.
I just don't think that Height of Mastery is as good as he once was.
Fortunately, you can elect to rest the Vegeta if you get Vegeta counterplayed, but then that's 1 less of your opponent's energy you're resting when you go for the kill.
Yeah. Absolutely. But, as always, incredibly good duel. Like, I always enjoy playing Jake. It's always an insightful affair, especially being able to look in top down from here.
Oh yeah, I see all the grease and grime from the bird's eye view.
Don't we all?
So outside of the unfortunate leader misplays that happened throughout the duel, I mean, Gotenks has a lot of tech on him naturally. If there's anything else that we might have missed, let us know in the comments down below. And like I said earlier, don't forget to put anything in the comments you want to see us potentially go over or make a profile for. I think that covers it on my end. Don't forget to check out Jake's channel with him and Tanner at TCGNN. And that's it for me.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, guys. It was
go on. Fun. Sorry.
I was just going to say it was fun, like always.
Like always. Breach cards. Know your plays. Read them better than we do. And as always, fluff out.
Goodbye, everyone.